everybody, today we're going to solve irrational equations. We have 2 over x plus 1 over x minus 1 equal to 1 over x squared minus 1. In order to solve this rational equation, it would be a good idea for us to find the LCD. But in order to find the LCD, we need to factor the denominator. There's nothing to factor here, so I leave the left side of the equation the same. Now we need to factor the denominator on the right side of the equation. X squared minus 1, that's the difference of squares. To remind you of the formula of the difference of squares, you have a squared minus b squared equal to a minus b times a plus b. In our example here, you have x squared minus 1, which is 1 square. So this one would be your a, and this one would be your b. That would be a minus b, so x minus 1 times a plus b, which is x plus 1. And then we factor this denominator. Now we need to find the LCD. The LCD is a product of all common factors with the greatest power and all the factors that are not common. So let's take a look, for instance, at x minus 1. It's common in these two fractions. We select the one with the greatest power. Well, they both have the same power, which is 1. So it's counted once, x minus 1. And the same thing with x plus 1. X plus 1 is an x plus 1 is a common factor, and they both have the same power, so we count it once. The LCD is x minus 1 times x plus 1. Now to solve this rational equation, we have to multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. So you have here on the left side, we put a bracket since we have two expressions here. So we multiply x minus 1 times x plus 1, and here x minus 1 times x plus 1. So when we distribute, this x plus 1 cancels with this x plus 1, and you're left with 2 times x minus 1. And if we distribute this one, the x minus 1 cancels with the x minus 1, and you're left with 1 times x plus 1. But that's the same as x plus 1, because this is only 1. 1 times any number is the number itself. And that's equal to this x minus 1 cancels with this x minus 1, and this x plus 1 cancels with this x plus 1. And you're left, by the way, when they cancel, you're left with 1. So 1 times 1 divided by 1 is just simply 1. So as you can see, we cleared the fraction. We do not have the denominator anymore, and we're left with a linear equation. So let's simplify the left side of the equation. 2 times x gives us 2x, minus 2 times 1 is 2, plus x plus 1 equal to 1. Simplifying the left side of the equation to x plus x, that gives us 3x, minus 2 plus 1, that's negative 1, equal to 1. Adding both sides of the equation by 1, we get 3x, this cancels, equal to 2. 1 plus 1 is 2, and you divide by 3 on both sides of the equation, we get x equal to 2/3. Now let's go back to our rational equation. X cannot be 1, and it cannot be negative 1, because these two values make the denominator 0. So if I plug in 1 here, 1 minus 1 equal, that gives me 0 in the denominator, and I cannot divide by 0. And if I plug in negative 1 plus 1 here, that will give me a 0 here. By the way, it'll give me 0 here as well, because that's a product of x plus 1, x plus 1. So the only two values you cannot have is x equal 1, x equal negative 1. So this is our answer. This is good. I hope you find this video helpful. Make sure you watch the other videos I post today. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.